Don't eat birds. You have someone in your party called TheSparrow. You don't want to eat me, do you? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this war of mine. I'm gonna continue my own story. I'm TheSparrowsJourney, by the way. I'm gonna continue my story with me, TheSparrow, Attica, and Roman. Let's see how things go. We're gonna go for day 4, if I'm not mistaken, and it should all be okay. No outbreak of crime, no robbing, no winter. We're still preparing for the very first harsh moments in the game. So pretty much I'm scavenging with myself because I am the one who has the hugest backpack. We've been raided! Someone came at night to take our things by force. Come on day 4? What the heck, dude? This didn't happen on the previous playthrough. Someone tried to rob us. Well, they didn't try, they took actually 4 food and 4 water. Dude, this was the day that I needed to give food to my people. I only have 2 food. Hopefully, that will be enough. And I'm sad. I must get food at all costs. Gotta think of some way to do it. Well, why don't you go and give Attica a bite? Or Roman, if you're into that kind of stuff. How am I to survive if thugs are trying to kill me and my things? Oh my god. I should have chosen another kind of occupation. I have 2 food. I'm not entirely sure if that's enough for 3. If I join up the vegetables, I might be able to pull it off. Can I make 1 more fuel? Let's see. Let's burn 1 wood. And let's see if we can. I can't recall what I brought last night. I think I brought some weapon parts, but it's still not enough for the hatchet. Yeah, I still need 2 weapon parts, and that's what I'm going for tonight on my scavenging time. Other than that, I don't think there's much I can do. Oh, I need to improve this workshop as... No, what am I doing? No. I need to improve what they call the simple workshop, and I can already do it, and that's good, because I'm gonna start boarding up the place supposedly tomorrow, if I can. This might be a mistake, but let's risk it. Let's improve the workshop. Meanwhile, I'm gonna make... wonderful. I'm gonna make 4 meals. That's amazing, and it will still grant us food for 3 days, because to get very hungry again, that's how much time it will take. I am the chef. I'm the nerd guy around here that messes up with computers. Maybe I could play cooking simulator, but not really making food myself. I might be poisoning these people. I guess I should leave. Oh, someone's at the door. Roman, you're the one trade in combat. But you know what? Well, get some food first, and then meet them. You need to have your vitamins before meeting people and eventually fight them. Actually, that's something that never happened in this war of mine, and I don't think there's a chance of that happening. Roman is slightly wounded, by the way. No, get to bed, get to bed. Attica is gonna take care of that. He's slightly wounded because of the thugs, probably, so I should start leaving someone guarding the place. May I have a word with you? Let's see what they want. Yes? Please speak. We live several blocks from here. We saw that you took refuge in this building. And since we're supposed to be neighbors, we decided to pay you a visit and say hello. We brought you some vegetables from our garden. Enjoy. Well, that is very kind of you. Thank you. Don't expect a payment with the same coin, if you know what I mean, of the same value. I am very hungry with Attica, so let's get you some food. She's not sad, which is good. Without food, we'll die. We must search harder for it. Here we go, girl. Here's some food. You fat bastard. She actually doesn't look fat at all. I need to rest, so I'm gonna get some food myself. Attica is gonna be the one doing the chores for the day, but I don't think there's anything else I can do today. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be done. So I'm gonna get into bed, and this is why you need 2 beds, so that you can put 2 people to sleep and have them all fully restored for the night. So Roman is probably going to be the one that is going to guard the place, even though he's slightly wounded, and I need to keep it in bed. I have 3 bandages. I should use that, but I want to use the bandages only when absolutely necessary. when they are severely wounded or lethally wounded. Are there any animals left in the city? I'm so hungry, I'd even eat a rat or a pigeon. Don't eat pigeons. Don't eat birds. You have someone in your party called TheSparrow. You don't want to eat me, do you? I was at the front line since the got serious. My unit was always the first to go in and last to get out. After I lost a quarter of my men, the elders decided we needed some RER. That's how I wound up in Pongorin, where all was quiet. It was not to last. Yeah, it was not to last because me and Attica are doing too much noise when we sleep. We snort a lot. Okay, so Attica, you are the only one that I can do stuff with. Not sexually. So let's go and end the day. Let's go for the night, scavenge, and I'm gonna take myself again. I'm still sad, dude. I'm such a pansy. Okay, so Roman needs to sleep in bed, and Attica will be the one guarding the place. She looks like a menacing woman. I'm gonna trust her, and let's leave the defense of the place to her. So, where am I gonna go now? I'm certainly not gonna pick Shalt Cottage again. I think I'm gonna go to the Embedded Cottage, because it's the second lowest risk place. I don't think there's anyone over here. So, sleep in bed, guard, and scavenge. Let's do this. I'm gonna bring the shovel again, as I always do. And let's look for those weapon parts. And I think there's a broken pistol over here that they left hidden. I just need to read the inscription before finding the place to scavenge it. Not entirely sure if I'm gonna need a shovel over here. Let's bring parts. Let's bring wood. Okay. Let's go down here. Let's try to maximize all the slots. So there is an inscription over there. But I think I need to bring the crowbar before that. I could maximize the parts as well. And I use a lot of them to improve the simple workshop. I could bring some. Definitely. Alright, so let's bring all the wood. We're gonna need that. But again, let's not forget, I need weapon parts. Please have at least 2 weapon parts. Scavengeable, if you know what I mean. Let's bring some more components, and I'm practically full again. Let's see. Please, weapon parts. That's the only... Yes! Thank you, Lord. Alright, let's go over here and try to maximize those 2 slots. Weapon parts and components, that is. So there is an inscription over there, but I am not able to repair the pistol today, so I am not going to bring that broken pistol today. Let's see if there's some places to dig. Oh, there's one over here. Great. So after digging this, I'm going to need a crowbar to get into this closet and into that room, if I'm not mistaken. That's where the graffiti is. That DLC for charity that came out. Alright, let me read this inscription. The broken pistol sign might be here. No. This is where I become the evilest person out there. Because I say that one of the parents, the father, looks like a bear. That is just outright evil. Let's unboard the door so that I can get in easier on the next night and faster. And let's get up over here and confirm that we're gonna need the crowbar over there. This is the inscription that tells us about the broken pistol, please. On the first day they robbed us. 2 days later they murdered our girls. I shot every one of them, but I don't want to see the gun anymore. It's broken and I buried it in the backyard. There we go. I need to get over here and find that broken pistol, but I'm not gonna bring it tonight. There's no chance we can repair it. And we are pretty much full. So that's about it. I was only looking to maximize the weapon parts slot, but I don't seem to be finding weapon parts anywhere. Let's chop down most of the furniture that I have and start boarding the place. That is my immediate need right now, because of the outbreak of crime that comes around day 6. At least that's the day at which it happened on the previous playthrough. Okay, the night was calm. That's awesome. So that Roman can recover. Is fully recovered. Awesome. Even though he's sad. Why are you sad? Why are you sad? Because of the food lacking? But we had food. I was just waiting a little bit so that you guys would get used to being hungry, because you need to lower your metabolism. That is all part of the strategy. You guys don't understand. Attica is tired. She needs some rest, but let's keep using her right now because these two guys... Oh, wait a second. Roman doesn't need to be in bed anymore. Why didn't you wake up? Because you're tired? Tired people... Not tired, sad. Sad people don't need to go in bed. They need to go outside and be happy and meet other people in their lives. That's my advice for sad people. Go out and experience new stuff. Now let's get back to the game. That's what I'm doing. So, hatchet. Let's do that. Hatchet, then bring down the furniture and start boarding the place. Awesome. That seems like an awesome plan. Let's see how much wood we have after this. Only 7. That might be enough to board at least one of the places. So the way it rolls out, the boarding stuff, is you keep boarding the place until there's no more places to board. So I'm not actually sure how many places there are to board. There's over here 1. Maybe over here in the roof? Over here, maybe? I don't actually know because the game doesn't tell you that info. So let's see. Let's get over here. Can we already board? No, we need 10 wood. So let's bring down some furniture. Furniture like this table over here. We're not gonna need that. Let's bring down the chair as well. In the future, I intend to build the armchair. So let's bring down that chair. Nobody's gonna sit over here. Nobody. Everyone's active. Everyone is either sleeping or doing stuff. That's how we roll. There's no time to sit and look at the ceiling. Unless you're following a spider throughout the whole day to have fun. Alright, we should have enough for the first board up. Let's do that. It would be good to have 2 people doing this. But Roman is the only one not tired. There we go. You heard what I said? I heard what I said myself. So there we go. No. Go and run. There we go. Now, let's keep bringing down the furniture. We are very, very close to the outbreak of crime. Let's at least try to prevent some of the damage the outbreak can provoke by boarding the place as much as we can. If I board up 2 places, that would be grand. There we go. 7 wood. That is awesome. I should be able to board up at least 1 more. I would say that this place has like 3 places to board up. I would say over here, 1. Now you're gonna bring down... Is there anything else over there? And Roman is gonna board up the 2nd place. This is that would be the 2nd place, and I would say the 3rd place to board up would be probably over here, maybe at the top, at the roof. All right, so board up the 2nd place, and that is, let me see, over here. All right, that's where I predicted we would need to board up. Attica is already up, which is great. She can also chop down, let's see, I'm gonna chop down this table over there that is not doing anything. I don't have any gnomes or goblins living in the treehouse. I can't live there myself, so... Okay, and that's all that we can chop down. Now, we can't chop down people. Let's not forget about that. We can chop down people. So, I can use that as a weapon. I can use the hatchet as a weapon. And I can always bring the hatchet with me to chop down other places. Chop down furniture in other locations in the city. So that I can have more wood. Am I able to board up a 3rd place? That would be amazing. Yes! Great! Where is that place? Over there. Okay, go. Go, Sparrow. So 3 places boarded up. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully I won't need to board up any other place. So Roman is sad. I'm gonna put him to bed just because he doesn't reject it, so it might have some positive effect on him when he sleeps. I don't have any bed now, and people are probably gonna complain about that. I don't have any place to sit on other than the floor, and the floor is cold. It feels cold in the water. I'm still sad myself. So there we go. 3 places boarded up. I have no idea if I need to board up any more places. What I'm sure of is that I should check what I have in order to go into the night. I have a lot of fuel right now because I chopped down so much furniture. I have some ammo. So my priority right now should be going to where I was last night, bringing the broken pistol, and repair it. So we're gonna need some weapon parts as well. We have a good supply of bandages, at least for now. So I should start thinking into making my own workshops so that I can start being self-sufficient. Our shelter offers a bit of reprieve from the horrors of war. We lack cigarettes, so someone smokes. Who is that? Roman? Attica? Attica is a smoker. Attica, I'm gonna take care of you. You're not gonna smoke. I'm gonna take care of your lungs and you're gonna breathe. Breathe calmly and freshly. Is that even a word? I don't think so. Let's put myself into bed. You're gonna probably sleep. Oh, you had enough sleep. Alright. I thought when you send people to bed, if they go, even if they don't reach there, it means that they would sleep when they get there. So let's see. I'm gonna leave Attica and Roman to guard the place, because we are starting to be robbed, and I am gonna scavenge where I went before, which is the embedded cottage. It's only 13% scavenged. So let's go there with a May. That always sounds strange. So I should bring the hatchet, maybe, to bring down some furniture. But I'm gonna need the crowbar to get into that room and the closet. So let's do that. Sounds like a plan for a true survivor. Alright, so let's pick up the broken pistol, which should be over here, after reading that inscription, and some weapon parts. I should have checked how many weapon parts I'm gonna need. It should be something like 5, maybe, to repair the pistol. Not entirely sure. Now, it's all about filtering. Let's just pick up everything we can and filter what are we gonna bring. So, I should be fine with wood. Actually, I'm not, because I used all the wood to board up the place. So I should bring some wood as well. But in the next scavengers times, I'm gonna start bringing the hatchet that will act not only like a weapon, but also to chop down the furniture. But, you know, eventually if I make the pistol, I should probably use the pistol only to defend the place, not really to attack out there. Alright, we need to start filtering stuff. Actually, I don't want to throw out anything. And I should pick up this stuff if I want to be self-sufficient. It could be used as a bait in a trap for small animals. So let's bring the fertilizer. Definitely, let's bring it. So that we can start making traps. And the old guy, I can't remember his name. The old guy, the mathematician, is the one good with traps. So these are the times that I'm starting to miss those kind of characters. Alright, we have the electric parts, that's what they call it, maximized. So I should probably bring that. We never know in the future what we're gonna need. I'm gonna throw out some wood and bring some components instead. And I'm already full again. Jeez. The struggle is true and real. Okay, I'm gonna need some food, because the robbers took some food. And I'm gonna need it in 2 or 3 days. Now, what am I gonna throw out? On this day, I am probably not gonna be able to build anything because of the lack of components and wood. So let's throw out 2 wood and bring food instead. And I would also be glad to bring vegetables, but there's none over here. And I think that is all. Let's try to maximize this spot. I should have checked if I need any parts or not. I'm gonna leave them behind. I'm gonna leave them behind, and I'm gonna bring water, because I still don't have a rainwater collector. And I should make that happening soon as well. Okay, there's medications over here. This place definitely deserves a 3rd night of scavenge. And I think that only happens because I only have 12 slots with me. If I had people like Boris, I would only need to come here probably like only twice. So for now, this is what I'm gonna take. I would like to maximize the water and the weapon parts, but I don't think there's any over here. I'm just gonna go over here, check this place, and break into this door, so that on the next night I can come over here and search all the place. Okay, there's nothing I can pick up. I need to start noting on a paper what I need or not. so that I can maximize the efficiency on this playthrough, which never happens. I'm not too efficient, am I? There's a graffiti. Can I do something with the graffiti? I can. Apparently I can. I don't think I ever done that. Ooh, some more weapon parts. That's good. Fertilizer. Can I maximize it even further? No, only 4. That's good. That's good. So if I click on the... Let's see. On the graffiti, what happens? I saw it being highlighted, but nothing happened. Alright. Maybe it would just highlight it in a sense of, hey, you got it. Oh my god. More medication? This is the place to come if I get my people sick. Okay, so we need to come here on the next night, and we need to start guarding the place because I'm scavenging a lot of good stuff. Stuff like bandages and medications, and I need to guarantee that I'm not gonna lose them. If I'm gonna scavenge them to lose to the thieves, the thugs, that is not a good thing, is it? Alright, so we got a good bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna run. Tomorrow, I should focus on trying to make the workshops and whatnot. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is all. I'm gonna go for day 6, where the outbreak of crime should start. I won't say hopefully, but probably probable. No, day 6, probably probable. I really like that kind of English. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm TheSparrowsJourney, and I'm gonna leave you here. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you are looking for more, feel free to check these suggestions. As a reminder, if you're looking into buying games, considering using my G2A ref link in the description of this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next one, and remember, stay above the waters.